What's going on, Internet? Durlroz here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about my user interface, and I just wanted to get this out of the way so that we can stop a few questions from being asked and stop myself from having to answer them over and over again. We're going to go through them in no particular order other than top to bottom from what you see on the screen here. So, first off, Titan panel up at the top here, displaying some very general information along with some shortcuts to a few add-ons. Below it, we have Sexy Map as a map add-on. I have it set to just the default square with some things turned on and off and, set up very simply. Going down to the bottom here, unit frame, shadowed unit frames, showing my player, target of target, and focus, which I have on a mouse over macro, displaying the buffs and debuffs of my target, just a few of them, just to see what's on there, and rages, etc., and some buffs just to keep it symmetrical. But I'll be tracking my buffs, my debuffs rather, in the middle here, and my buffs above it. Down here we have Vengeance Status, which tracks how much Vengeance I have, fairly important for Cataclysm. In the middle of it I have Quartz here, which will show my cast bar, my target's cast bar right in front of my face so I can interrupt whatever, and a cast bar for my focus so I can interrupt that if need be. And then action bars at the bottom here, using dominoes instead of bartender, which everybody seems to use. They function exactly the same. You can set bartender up to look the exact same. It really doesn't matter, but I use dominoes, and then I have a few bars off to the side here, faded out. Bag add-on using Bagnon, pretty common add-on there too. Grid for unit frames here, also pretty common. Have it 2 rows of 5 stretching to the other side of the screen, specifically for 10-man. If you raid 25 mans, you're probably going to want it set up a little different. Just for that. Here, the information screen here, you see Dragon Slayer Durlroz. It's tip-tac, displaying stuff like the guild rank, what they are, and who they're targeting. Dragon Slayer Durlroz, best nerd title ever at the Slayer of Dragons. Come on. Omen for threat, pretty important. See who's below you on threat, or see if anybody's about to pass you on threat. It's important to know that sort of thing. Talked about dominoes, SCADA here instead of recount. They again function exactly the same. It really does not matter which you're using, but I find SCADA uses a little less computer resources, so you'll be able to run your game a little smoother. Prat for my chat frame. I can copy and paste stuff, such UIs, or URLs rather, posted in guild chat, or more commonly vent information for all those pugs that I love to join. Yeah, so my buffs and debuffs, let's just go over here, pull a few mobs. This guy, okay, so Track and Sunder, Deep Wounds, which used to be Rend, the Weakened Blows, which used to be Demoralizing Shout. I'm also using this add-on to track my cooldowns, Demoralizing Shout, Last Stand, and Shield Wall, for example. Also tracking Shield Barrier and Shield Block, so I'm tracking all those. I won't have them all up at the same time, obviously, but, it's nice to know, to see the duration on them right there rather than having to look up at the top of the screen, sort of thing. So that's that, I guess. So, and you also see, let's pick this guy, I choose you. So I'm using threat plates, so red, you don't have threat on it, boom, I have threat on it, turns green, shrinks drastically, so I don't need to see it all the time. I just need to see if I don't have threat. That's the important thing. Then we got my boss mod. You know, everybody loves their boss mods, and everybody loves their DBM as their boss mod. And sometimes in pugs, the raid leader will ask, "Okay, can you do a DBM countdown?" And I go, "I don't use DBM." And then I get yelled at for not having a boss mod. And I go, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I got a boss mod, bro. I just use bigwigs instead. It functions exactly the same, if not better." I like the shaking and the flash that you can have on set on some abilities that the boss is doing, just so you have that visual thing going on, which is nice. And just jump through how I've got it set up real quick. You know, you've got the long timer here and the short timer. It's 10 seconds down here. The message is in the middle, and you saw I have the radar set off down here. So everything's just kind of set around my character. You know, I don't have to really look around the screen for basically anything. And that's just the general theme of my UI overall, you know, just keep everything centralized around my character so I don't have to steer off somewhere else on the screen to see what's going on in the fight. Yeah, that's that, guys. So catch you next time, I guess. Oh, I'm working on a warrior tanking guide for 5.0. There's been some great changes, some very drastic changes, you know, with the whole rage mechanic changing. You know, we're getting a few new abilities. We lost a few abilities, but overall, really think the changes are good. But you know, I'll go into greater detail with a video, and I'll be talking about that a lot more. So look forward to that. Yeah, so until next time, guys, be cool and game on.